On April 16, 2010, hundreds of people joined together throughout the state to champion for the rights of Florida's foster children and for the right to be fully informed. Ministers, doctors, legislators, human rights advocates, and children joined in a moment of silence statewide in the memory of little 7-year-old Gabriel Myers. The moment was felt by all as a promise to all children who need our help that we will be there, side by side, fighting for their rights. This year, next year, and on after that, we will make their voices heard. Gabriel Myers' death was tragic and has become the signal to all people across the state that we have to stand up and be counted. Representative Kevin Ambler told us that we do count. He asked that all of us contact our representatives and senators and demand legislation that would prevent further tragedies at the hands of psychotropic drugging. The message is clear. One person does make a difference. You make a difference. Join us in preparation for Gabriel Myers Day, April 2011. Join us in our work to contact legislators, to hold events, to reach out in the community and grow our numbers for the sake of all children statewide.
About face. Troops salute.
Oh, oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You'll notice the flag is at half-mast. That symbolizes a death. When I've given eulogies before, my father often pointed out to me that I was supposed to comfort the people who were there alive.
And it's only through the remembrance of his tragedy and the call to action that it brings with it.
Gabriel Myers was a 7-year-old who was on 3 different types of psychotropic drugging.
My wife was an educator for 20-some years, and she taught special ed. Special ed kids sometimes are overdosed with drugs to control them because they have different learning patterns.
Everyone has a right to know that you have a right to know that you have an informed consent. You don't have to take all of the drugs that doctors offer to you. A lot of times, especially when there is a diagnosis of mental illness, there are all types of different kinds of avenues, or should I say alternative medication or alternative ways of controlling emotions.
How many other Gabriel Myers have to die and lose their lives before we realize that action has to be taken to ensure that parents have had the right informed consent and know what their children are taking before we have a tragedy like Gabriel Myers.
Tonight, I would rather you were angry than feeling better when you leave tonight. We should be angry about the death of the child that we are here to remember.
He, in his passing, has inspired a very large group of people to get motivated, to get active and do something, and we're all here to say never again. Hopefully next year in the legislature we can sponsor the Gabriel Myers Informed Consent Act, and with the help of all the good people, the hundreds of people that showed up tonight in his memory, his death will not be a tragedy, but will be something to stand for, something that will guide and save other children in the future from meeting a similar fate. And for that, his memory will live on forever.